guys, today I'm going to share with you my top 6 favorite small little handbags, mini bags that I typically would go for in my collection. And let's begin with this little wallet on chain. Now I know this is called wallet on chain, but I never once used this as a wallet. I use this as a little mini bag, and I believe most of us do. So this is particularly in the filigree style. A lot of the regular style would have like a slit pocket on the back, but filigree you typically do not have that. I mean, mine is in shining gold hardware. It has all the compartments on the inside. You can have your cards. You do have like a zipper compartments. Everything you need is inside, and it fits mobile phone, even a card holder, some tissues, some keys. Everything is pretty excellent for this piece. So this is definitely number 1, and so far probably the tiniest among all of the 6. And there we go. And the second bag, I would call this as my little mini bag, mini flat bag. Now I do of course talk about rectangular classic minis, but I personally prefer this to a classic mini in one sense, simply because its capacity. Now classic rectangular mini or square minis, I would say recently it has been like mainly in lambskin most of the time. I hardly see them in calfskin or caviars lately for these past 2 years. And colors are pretty cute, you know, pretty vibrant, especially we have the gold and metallics for the 21p. But this particular range, I mean this particular style itself, it was this is actually really, you know, roomy. Let me just quickly show it to you. I mean, because it's not as structured, I mean, it fits a lot. So instead of recommending only classic rectangular or square minis, I would say that go for a seasonal one, which I think it's pretty good size. I bought this probably 1 or 2 years ago around, yeah. But recently, these two seasons I've seen, a lot of their flatbacks are very tiny, like literally probably half or 3/4 of this particular width. So I mean literally it's pretty downsized, and they do have like big heavy chains and charms, and the cost increase, and a lot of them are lambskin also. And I just don't find that as much of a good buy. First of all, in terms of durability, number 2, in terms of the capacity, and you're paying more for them. So I'm just glad that I have this particular piece, especially that is in calf. It was in, I mean, it is in a blue that I've been looking for previously, and in the same season they do have this in a rectangular mini, but it is in lambskin. And ever since during that season, they have started to, you know, launch lambskins for rectangular mini. So I'm pretty glad that I've got hold of this, and I've got so many compliments when I put this on. And next I have, this is my Louis Vuitton, my Palm Springs mini. I believe that none of you are, you know, pretty new to this. I think we are all very familiar. And this is in the reverse monogram, and I have this worn this way a lot of time recently, and it just fallen so comfortably. I previously wear it like a crossbody, you know, that's on the lower side, but ever since I tried this once, and I just find it like a very nice bum bag, crossbody bag. It rests a little lower, it's not too high, its capacity is just great, it's very easy to open to use. When I just, you know, open up and grab whatever I need, and I just quickly zip it up. The zipper pull is also very easy, there's no fuss to it. And in terms of all the minis, I would say around here, this is probably the biggest in its capacity. You can see its width. According to this particular volume that you are looking at, you know, in terms of its matrix, this is definitely one of, you know, the biggest and the best of capacity. And it does fit a regular long wallet or medium wallets. If you have like a super maxi ultra big kind of wallet, probably it may not fit, but a regular long wallet, your mini pochettes, your little cosmetic pouches, mobile phones for most sizes, generally or probably all sizes, I think it would fit without a problem. And it's a very fast free bag. It's, you know, totally a black leather, rain waterproof, and it's all canvas. I would just say this is one of the best buys. It's really practical, used for a daily essential. I mean, that's a daily bag perhaps, so this is something you may consider. And next, this is one of my newer bag. I purchased this from 21p, and I've got stories about this. You can look into my unboxing. And personally, I added this because it's, I wouldn't say it's a mini bag, it's definitely on the small side, small to mini, and yet let me just give you a size comparison. So it's about the same size, especially if I cinch the bag up. I have not cinched it at all, and this is how I store it. And I would say it's a rather small mini bag also, and it fits a lot simply because it just have, you know, it's just one roomy compartment, and you can just throw your things in. Of course, you do not have the zipper pull, closure if you want some security, but I don't really have an issue. If I'm going to places like, the amusement parks or certain, places that I may be running around, sometimes, then of course I'll go for bags like these. But typically, if you just, go for your daily errands, shopping or so, I mean, I wouldn't be like, throwing the bags around, so I don't think I will have a problem with it at all. So this is one of great addition in terms of a bucket bag, not necessarily Chanel, it could be Louis Vuitton, Dior, whatsoever, and I would have a video that compares like a little bit of a review in terms of what I look out for in bucket bags, especially between the smaller in size bags. So this is it. Next I have, it's my Coco Handle. This is one of my favorite style of handbag from Chanel, because I love how classic it looks, and it has a top handle, it has a good shoulder strap, and I recently have not been using it as much because I have been mainly running errands. So but it's really beautiful to look at, and I do and should use this a little bit more. I would recommend this size. This is currently called the small size. Previously we called this the mini size, but when the mini is out, I think the mini is too mini. It doesn't fit my mobile phone and sort. This actually has a very good capacity. It fits 2 phones, 2 or maybe 3 SLGs at the same time. It depends what you carry with you, and I mean, it's mainly essentials, I would say. So in terms of mini bag, you want to have a classic look, and a beautiful little caviar. And this is one of the bags that they have a lot in caviars, mainly in calfskins, but they have it in minks, denims, and I haven't seen it in lamb. But yeah, something you could consider. And I know they have a price increase again, so it's crazy. And there we go. This is the Coco Handle from Chanel. I think we all know. And last but not least is this little cutie pie, which is our little sweetie Nano. So I think this is a beautiful bag. It's so classic, and it's just so mini, and it fits a punch. So I believe there's also videos on that. I have done a video about that also. So if you want to have a more review, you can let me know, but I have videos on that. So capacity is excellent, and the only downside, of course, is the Vuitton leather, but I gather that is a mini bag, and I definitely will not carry this like, going out to the playgrounds or outdoors. I probably will wear this in the mall just to prevent over rain or shine, or over, too scorching sunlight. So in terms of in the mall will be something that just makes me feel easy because of this leather, and when rain catches on it, I mean, it's just gonna make marks to it, so I would avoid that. But in terms of capacity and the classicness of it, this is one of the best bags you can get. But unfortunately, it's a little difficult to get because it's high in demand and low in supply. But you still get some of them in the the resale market, and probably a consignment store or a personal shopper with a more price that you gotta pay. And this is just an excellent piece. So there we have it. So today, this is what I have for my 6 best small mini bags, especially if you want to get started or just consider a mini bag to go for. And these are definitely my 6. So thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.